woke up in our lovely villa. Woke up to this view and the pool outside. Daniel's ready to jump in.
I'm waiting.
I'm going to give you a little tour of the place first, but before I do, I'll let you know what's happening in this vlog. It's actually our last day in the Philippines, which is really sad. We're moving on to the next country, and we're actually going to Bali tomorrow, so we have a lot to do today. But first of all, we're going to go to the wake park, so we're going to do that before we start getting organised for tomorrow.
Yeah, we tried that once and it was very hard. Julie, you were actually good at it. I couldn't stay on the board at all. But today we're going to do that one more time.
Yeah, it's a really good wake park in Siargao. I'll give you a little tour anyways. This is the bathroom. Really spacious. Lovely shower. You got your double bed. That I actually had the best night's sleep in that bed. I'm not even just saying that for the vlog. I had the best.
Really nice.
I don't know what it is. The mattress was just so nice. But yeah.
Got your little storage area here.
Yeah, you have loads of storage. You have absolutely loads.
All there.
AC, main thing.
Then you have a little entrance here to the
Yeah,
pool.
this actually opens up. So when you wake up in the morning, you can literally just jump out. And yeah. Nice. Very nice. So I'm going to link everything below, how to book it and where you can contact them. It's called Tresh Luna Villas. We're just about to leave to go to the wake park, but I spotted a kitchen that is for everyone to use, which is really nice. Bye pool. We're coming back after. Right guys, we've arrived at the wake park. Our friend Mads is joining us. It's just going to be the three of us. And yeah, it's really sunny. That's why my eyes are like this. But this is it here. It's really cool. They control it with a cable as well. So someone has like a remote and controls the speed and stuff. So that's how they do it. And it's really nice if you're like starting off because he can go slow. But if you're a beginner, yeah, he can go slow for you. Or if you're...
Good morning, how are you?
Morning. Yeah, hi. Hi, doggy. The wake park's dog. Yeah. She's so funny. Hello. So it's my turn now. I don't know how I'm going to get on, but this is my little board. I'm going to put my feet in now. Daniel's going to get footage from over there because I have to put the GoPro away. Let's see how this goes. Ready? Look at me.
Let's go.
Try not fall.
I won't fall.
Right, I think we both gotten the hang of it. It's actually not that hard to get the hang of. You just have to learn your turns and how you stand and stuff. But yeah, I think Daniel's off again. Oh, he's down again. Ah! Oh my god! He just twisted. What was that? Was that meant to be a trick?
That was the trick.
Huh? Some trick. So we can both go straight, but we just can't seem to turn. The turning is the hard part because you get pulled really hard. But it's really fun. Go again, Daniel. And now watch this turn. 3, 2, 1, planted. No? No? Oh, I was wrong. Oh. Well, you done the turn. Yeah, you stood up.
I did one turn.
Huh?
I did one turn as well.
Yeah, you did. How did you do the turn? Like,
Having a clue. I just put my heels into the board.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I just let the yoke bring me around.
yeah.
Mads.
Mads.
Oh.
just got a gyro with chicken. Right, you're very close to my face.
No, that's actually perfect.
We're absolutely exhausted. We're so hungry after that. I got a gyro and chips. Matt's got falafel. It kind of looks like mine, but with falafel. It's like chickpea and herbs, like a Middle Eastern, I don't know, like Mediterranean thing.
And I got shabaska.
Sorry?
Shabaska?
Shakshuka.
Shakshuka. I can't pronounce anything. Shabaska. Alright.
Coco Frio's closed. Right, so Coco Frio's closed. We're actually going to go to a cafe called Cafe Stroll, and they apparently really nice coffee. We haven't been yet, but I feel like I really need coffee. I have a lot to do today before we go to our next country tomorrow. Nothing to say, mad joke?
No Coca Frio. We'll get it tomorrow morning before we leave.
Yeah, I'll definitely get it tomorrow before I leave. What is it meant to be? Like just
Like, is that what is it for surfing?
Yeah, how is it surfing?
Really?
Here. The face on you. I didn't even
I'll
get
hurt
that.
myself.
Do you want to go? There you go. And just slowly move your way. Cool. I just got one of the nicest coffees on the island. It's actually really nice. You can pick your strength as well and what kind of coffee you want. I got the light Spanish latte. So it's just a condensed milk latte and it's yummy.
We just checked out a Luna Tres Villa and we're back in our beautiful studio apartment.
We have so much to do. It's 4 p.m. and I haven't booked accommodation for Bali or got a visa.
Nothing organised.
So I'm doing all that now.
Look at the mess we have here with everything just thrown on the bed. We're going to start packing now. But yeah, it's very warm as well. I'm sweating, so we need to put on this AC. AC on. So yeah, Julie's going to do some washing. I'm going to organise all this stuff. And then we're going to start packing our bags. And we're going to get a tattoo later of our friend Marty. So we've lots to do. I got this tattoo off him a few days ago. Really nice son. But I want to get another one off him now before I leave. And Julie's going to get one as well. So yeah, we've a lot to do before 6 o'clock. So we're just here at Marty's now. He's doing up my tattoo. This is Marty.
Yeah, hello.
So that's what I'm going to get done. And I'm going to add on another goose to here. But Julie's happy out. She's playing with the dog.
Puppy.
Hello, puppy.
Hey.
Come here. So this is what it's going to look like. The reveal. Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we're just going to start now. Just getting the needle on.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Let's go. Julie's back. She went to Kermit and got some pizzas for us.
Yeah.
She drove.
I had to drive all back with one hand because I had pizza. But I made it back.
What did you get?
I got margarita and the Rock Island.
Oh, nice. Very good. Go.
Oh, for big.
Yeah, like this.
Let me go and say.
Yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I said to my friend that, oh, I'm tattooing a famous vlogger.
A famous vlogger. Why did you do that face, Julie?
You
Go,
can't do this.
go faster.
I'm gonna put some fire on it, you know?
Did you put fire on them ones?
Yeah, because RD and the other girls gonna do it.
Oh. So Marty also, he's very talented. He's a magician and he does fire dancing. But he's going to do some magic after the tattoo for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, very talented.
Very talented person. I can't do one of those.
So that's the tattoo nearly finished now. We just have to add in one more now because that's my dad, that's my mum, that's my brother Gary, that's me, that's Paul. Ah no!
Wait.
Electricity went out.
I have a flash.
We have flash.
Here
So
we
this
go.
is Siargao for you. Every couple hours the power goes out. But we just have to add in one more here now from our brother Dylan and then that's it. Finished.
We have to wait till electricity's back
Yeah,
on,
they won't
no?
come on for a minute or two. Can you explain what's happened here? You don't tell me what you know.
He's putting a mouth on it. You think I'm messing?
Tell me, ah.
The big reveal.
Everybody's here.
Okay, I'll watch it. Video.
Ew.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and go. Nice.
Wow.
Can I look now?
Yeah, sure. Oh.
Oh.
See that one?
Yeah, that makes it like pop more.
Yeah.
Pop. That's very nice. Where'd you get that idea?
Just
My
His brain.
What's the
That's cool.
Marty's got a little magic trick.
okay. Now watch this. It's normal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to pick one card, okay?
Okay, do I say it out
Okay.
loud?
Yeah. No, just
To
get-
myself?
No, just get one card.
Oh, pick the card, okay.
Okay. And don't show it to me, okay?
Show everybody here. Yeah,
Okay, and then put it here, please. So are you right-handed or left?
I'm right-handed.
Okay, can you do like this? Okay, remember your card?
Yeah,
Okay, this is your card, right?
yeah.
Okay, so I want you to cover it harder as you can, okay? Harder, okay? And now I want you to count 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
So this is my card. What is this, Julie?
2 diamonds.
2 of them. Now count 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And I'll try.
How the
So
fuck?
can you open it? Like this.
Oh my god.
Is it working? No, it's not working.
It is working. No, it goes off the
Oh.
screen. It's working.
Oh.
How the hell? Magic.
Alright.
Ah.
What, Danny? We're blinking too long. We're missing something.
Okay, how many balls?
2
2. Okay, can you open it? Open it. So I'll put the one ball here, and when I say it, cover it, you cover it, okay? How many balls?
2.
2, okay. 1, and cover it slowly. How many balls here?
1. Ah, for God's
Can
sake.
you open it? Yeah, crazy, right? No, I want you to cover it again.
Okay.
How many balls? 2.
2.
Open it slowly.
What?
Oh my god. Show me that.
Okay, wait. Hit this one. How many balls? 4.
Yeah.
Cover it, okay? Now, Julie, I want you to think what is best of Daniel, but don't say it to me.
What is what?
Best of Daniel,
Okay.
okay? Then tell me. 1, 2, 3, open it. Open it, go. Open, go.
It's Willie.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Is that what you were thinking?
No.
Oh, that's so funny. Time for Julie's tattoo now.
I can fix that one, okay?
Yay. Yay. So we're gonna finish up now. We got all our tattoos. We're really happy with them. Thank you, Marty. We're so happy. But we're gonna link all his details below. You can just text him on Instagram if you want a tattoo in Siargao, and he's really, really good.
Very good.
But we're so happy.
Highly recommend.
Okay.
Man of many traits.
Yeah, so many talents. If you want a magic trick show, if you want a fire show, these are guys.
Just bring my card, okay?
No, keep them.
No, I have many cards. So I can teach you some of tricks and you can learn.
Every possible